I saw what you did earlier. You're a brave one, aren't you? Well, Braven, don't take this the wrong way. Completely reckless. You didn't know that man at all, so why risk your neck for him?
Watching me, were you?
Not you specifically. You didn't think I was going to sit back and watch that enforcer attack those humans, did you? I was waiting for the right opportunity to hack into it. I know what you're thinking. If you've got that kind of ability, why hesitate? Well, sudden movement catches the attention of the enforcers. Not to mention, this unexpected stimulus causes them to act hysterically. Stir them up and they'll attack anything that comes into view of their sensors. Even mundane things like searchlights. Truly masterful creations, aren't they?
Sorry. Perhaps I acted without caution back there.
Haha! Whoops! I swear this verbalization system hinders more than it helps. Let me restate myself. This time with less nuance. I'm deeply impressed with you.
Care to elaborate?
Sure. I sense that you have a deep moral code, one that bows more to justice than logic. That's a beautiful quality. I bet that's why my sister recognized you as the right man for the job from the start.
Can I ask you something?
Anything. I'm an open database, ready to answer whatever questions you have.
Tetra said your world is on the verge of destruction. But judging from the state of the citizens and the condition of the city, that doesn't seem likely. She made it sound like this place was already in ruins, but I see systematic order. What did she mean?
Yuan, destruction is what happens when a tangible form is forcibly reduced to nothing. But what imperils Ayalon isn't something that can be touched.
So, you fear the destruction of an ideal?
How to explain? Everything in this world is controlled by a single man, Belphamet. Actually, control might not be the most accurate word. What he does is more akin to absolute tyranny. He decides when the people wake, when they sleep, what they do and how they do it, what they see, say, and hear. He is the sole decision maker. You've seen it by now, surely. Everyone wears the same clothes and walks at the same pace, and no one would stand up for a friend, even if they were being punished unjustly. No, the physical structures of this world are quite safe. It's psychological annihilation that looms over our heads. Hearts, emotions. What makes people, people?
I see. I've been to several worlds, but this is the first time I've encountered these kinds of conditions.
Unfortunate that we won't be able to rely on your experience, but I'm glad all the same. I wouldn't wish this level of decline and stagnation on any world, no matter how corrupt. And on that note, dear Yuan, welcome to the heap of scrap we use as the home base of the Resistance.
Lady Mono, we're glad to see you've returned safely, but...
Who's that beside you?
Not a very warm welcome.
Is it so strange for robots to feel guarded around outsiders? It may seem bizarre to you, but in truth, we can think for ourselves. That's not to say there's no differences between you beings who are born sentient and us.
Did you say robots? I'm not familiar with the term.
Oh, well, that's unexpected. After having analyzed my installed logs of dead languages and confirming the perfect idiomatic expressions for regular communication, it seems I still missed something. Frustrating.
Mono, I need to ask you something. That thing I fought before, is it the same as you and the others here?
The answer is neither affirmative nor negative. We certainly both fit under the classification of robot, having been made by humans. But one thing separates us almost completely. Just as I said before, the fact that we awakened can think for ourselves In that sense, we truthfully are closer to our makers.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the outside worlder that Tetra spoke of?
The men and women here don't possess as much functionality as my sisters and I, but they're more complex than the robots who only speak in recordings, monitor the city, or what have you.
I see what you mean. My name is Ewan, and yes, just as you suggested, I'm not from this world.
Hi, I'm J3. This is Sutton, but a unit from the same series as me, male type J2P04, has gone missing. I was thinking you might be able to help.
A series refers to a group of robots made during the same production run. I suppose you humans might think of them as siblings.
So in other words, you want me to find your brother?
I do. I don't think he could have gone far by now.
Allow me to expound a bit. Unit J2P04, or J2 as we call him, is a bit of a rebel among the members of the Resistance, and always talking about fighting Baphomet head-on. Of course, the difference in our power and Baphomet's is clear. It's a suicide mission J2's after, but I suppose idealists never really understand the true consequences of defeat, do they? If he goes through with it, at best they'll power him down. But at worst, Baphomet could mine his memory log and learn all of our hideout's coordinates. It would be only a matter of time after that until we're all rounded up. That's not to say hope's already lost, though. J2 is a bit of a paradox after all, as brash as he is cowardly. So I'm hoping he'll come running back to us soon. That is to say, as long as nothing has happened to him yet.
Sounds rough. I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you, truly. I believe he's gone somewhere near Central Tower. Please bring him back to us.
Mono, if we stumble upon any of my companions...
Then I'll lead them to one of our hideouts. Thank you, Ewan. Normally my sisters or I would go out for search and rescue operations, but there are extenuating circumstances that would make that unwise right now.
Circumstances like being powered down or torn apart for information. If one of you fell into the wrong hands, the enemy would know all the crucial information regarding the Resistance.
You do learn quickly. My sisters and I act as the brains of the Resistance. It's irritating, but our actions must be strictly inconspicuous. That goes doubly for me, as I have weaker parameters than the others. You'll rarely catch me outside the base. But back to J2. He's one of us, so we won't risk him if we can help it. Here, this might help you.
And this is?
A jamming device. It should interfere with the sensors of any enforcers you come across, all while having no effect on humans.
That won't pose a problem. I should be more than capable of taking out other humans on my own. Thanks, Mono.
I should mention, it's not the most powerful apparatus. Once you activate it, you won't be able to use it again for some time. Oh, right. How many allies of yours are you missing, Ewan? I can't imagine more than a few hundred.
Including me? There are 8 of us. Should be, at least.
Not quite the numbers I was expecting. But if Tetra has chosen you to be an elite force, then I suppose the situation is not quite as precarious as it seems.
I guess. But you should watch out for one of us. Name's Urias Formand. Black armor, white hair, and red eyes. Sticks out like a sore thumb. And he's as dangerous as he is unpredictable. If you encounter him, keep your guard up.
You don't have to worry about that. I'm a bigger coward than J2. Speaking of which, I'm sure he's eagerly awaiting someone to rescue him. Central Tower is straight down that road. Best of luck.
All that power hidden within her, and she claims to be a coward. She'd make for a fearsome opponent. Good thing we're on the same side. I should get going. The enforcers don't pose much of a threat. If the others encounter any, they should be able to hold their own without help. Which means I should prioritize finding J2. That and...
Enforcer units were programmed by Lord Baphomet. Any interference with their program will be subject to immediate...
Baphomet.